There was nothing that could stop me because I wasn't ready to stop. I didn't want to stop. Never thought I had a problem. Always held a job, had relationships as I thought. You know, they were always built around my drug use. So I really leaned on that for a long time. Heroin made me feel even better. I had 2 kids, used before and after they were born. Had a wife who I used with. She got clean and left me. She took everything that I thought I had in life away. You could take my freedom, you could take my wife, you could take my kids, you could take my life. Just don't take my drugs. She was cleaning the house with me, so I was sneaking in the bathroom, doing drugs. So when she left, I'm like, yes, I can do them right here. I can get high the way I like to get high. I don't have to hide it. But that loneliness was there. I was gonna die a miserable addict with nothing and nobody around, and I was okay with that. I went to rehab because I was told by the judges, by my ex-wife, by my family, just to make them happy, to show them I can stop doing drugs. And that only lasted for so long. Once I got the people back, once I got the pat on the back, good job, I just started pushing myself farther and farther away from what I was taught in rehab. And eventually I was back using again, hiding it, stealing, lying came first, because I didn't have any hope. I didn't want anything different. I wasn't done. People would always say, I just woke up one morning and I was done. And I said, well, you're not doing the right drugs. Because I never had hope to be anything but a drug addict. Until this recent year, you know, the drugs stopped working. I couldn't get high anymore. I couldn't die. I've OD'd many a times. I've almost killed many of people, including my kids. My first DUI was with my kids in the car, and I OD'd driving on the road with them. I lost them to my ex-wife. You know, I had regained her trust. I had people-pleased her enough to get her trust back falsely. I'm really good at that because, you know, that's how I grew up. I grew up on the streets, and if I want something, I can talk my way into getting that, regardless. This is who I am, is what I told myself. You know, you're a drug addict. It was just a timeout for me. You know, I'm real good at timeouts. I'm real good at stepping away. I never dealt with the real issue. They would teach me other coping skills, but I didn't want them. So you know, it was in one, out the other. And nobody can force me to be ready until, you know, I've had that rock bottom, you know, of feeling just no hope. I tried to get clean on my own. I was doing fentanyl now. I OD'd on a fentanyl December 12th, 1 year today. Caught my 3rd DUI, aggravated, 2nd aggravated. I was just going nowhere. I had no plans, didn't care to have plans, didn't want them. I just wanted to die. You know, I couldn't get high anymore. I was doing more drugs than a human should be able to do and not die. I just, you know, I had just felt empty. I just felt I was gonna die. You know, I just wanted to die. I had a very close friend of mine, Cameron Steeler, that passed away. I wanted that to be me. I wish that was me and not him. I felt I deserved to be in his shoes and he didn't. He was loving, caring, smiling, could light up a room. I couldn't leave my house. For some reason, I just stopped fighting and I reached out for the first time. Never reached out. You know, all the times before I went to rehab, somebody told me, you have to go, you have to go, you need this. You need to stop doing this. But they never told me how or taught me how. They just said, you have to do this. And that was growing up. This time, I reached out and said, I need help. I have a softball team, a sober softball team that I play for, and I just texted them in the chat that we have and said, guys, I'm getting high again, which I would never admit because it disqualifies me from the league. And, you know, softball is a big passion of mine. And they pointed me, you know, in the direction for a better life. I went to Detox for the first time instead of detoxing at home. When I was in Detox, I knew I needed something different. And I reached out again, something that I've never done again. I said, I need somewhere to go. I don't have insurance, you know, but you can't put a price on my life. By the grace of God, I was offered to come to SRC, Scottsdale Recovery Center. When I walked into that building, you know, I've been to several different treatments. I've worked in treatment before. It was something different. The people, the atmosphere, just the love I got. I walked in there with an open mind and willingness to do whatever it took to save my life, because they told me my life was worth it. And they showed me love when I couldn't love myself. I went in there and I did everything they said. I learned that I am worth this. I do have hope, and that I have a lot to offer somebody else. And these aren't things I'm used to hearing or feeling about myself, because I grew up just with negativity. They've shown me who I can be and who I want to be, and they've shown me how to live. They've given me tools to be a man and not the little scared boy that I've been for the last 37 years. People can direct you, but you have to want it. You have to know you're worth it. You just have to hope for one day at a time, that you can do this. I had some charges pending for this past DUI, my third aggravated DUI, and I was looking at 2.5 years of prison time. My lawyer went and he got a plea deal for me. They wanted to come get me from Detox right away. But with the people that are at Scottsdale Recovery Center fought to keep me in rehab for 30 days before, they prepared me. They put me down the path that I want to be on going into this prison sentence, that I have to, you know, start tomorrow morning. And they showed me that I can do this, and I can do it for the right reasons, and I can learn from this experience. As crazy as it sounds, I'm grateful for this. I'm looking forward to this. It's taking responsibility of my actions and turning it around to make it better. That way, when I get out, I can show somebody else they can do the same thing. It's about owning up to what you've done, taking responsibility for it, doing the next right thing. You know, I have 30 days today. That's a miracle. You have to want it, you know. You have to own up, take responsibility before you can change. This has been the greatest opportunity I've had in my life. I wouldn't change anything I've done in my life, because it's made me who I am today. I can take all these things, lying, conniving, cheating, you know, all these character defects that they say are bad that I need to forget. I don't, because that's who I am. I need to relearn how to use them to help others, to show them that there's a better way. Scottsdale Recovery Center has taught me I'm not a bad person. These aren't bad character defects. I just use them the wrong way. When they told me that, it gave me a total different view of life, because I always told myself I was worthless, not good enough, never gonna amount to anything. But they've given me hope. They've showed me who I am and what I can be like, as long as I'm willing to take that journey. And they're willing to go with me. I have homies out there. They're not here now. These people I've met will be with me for life. Thick or thin, good or bad, they got my back. And these are complete strangers that I've known for 30 days. And I have more love for them, you know, than anybody I grew up with, some of my family members. I'm going to do my 4 months. I'm going in there with a clear, open mind, head up. I'm going to go in there and find out who I am. I'm going to work on myself. I'm going to set goals for what I want to do in life afterwards. I'm going to go do my time, continue to work with Scottsdale Recovery Center while I'm in there. My counselor, Lee, is going to be writing with me weekly, giving me assignments, helping me as well, just like if I was still in treatment. I'll be coming out. They'll be picking me up, which is amazing. What other recovery center will pick a client up from prison and bring me right back? I'll be doing IOP with them. I'll be continuing to grow and work on myself slowly. My passion is to be able to get back into the treatment field when I'm ready, when I know who I am, Because if I can't help myself, I surely can't help somebody else. I have nothing to offer. If I don't feel I'm worth it, I can't tell you you have something to give that I don't have. So my goal is to find out who I am, find out what I want to do. And it's scary, because I've never been willing to face that. It's hard to look in the mirror and know who you are, because for so long I didn't like that person in the mirror. But I can say today, I love that person. That's not a bad guy. That guy has a lot to offer. So my goals are, work on me, find out who I am, God willing, help others. I could go into this situation and say, oh, poor me, why me? I have 30 days, look how good I am. But that's not the case, And 30 days might not sound like a lot to some people, but 30 days is a miracle to me. And if anybody wants to follow, they can, but they're gonna have to want it.
Detox to Rehab wants to help as many people as possible and do it the right way. Please subscribe, comment, and like our channel. Thank you for watching.